Now this is one too. This is the video I was talking about. It's the young lady. Her name is.
That's what she's gonna say. Yeah.
Now listen, her name is because I've watched some of her stuff before. Her name is Miss. One Madam President. I watched some of her stuff. People be sending me some of her stuff. Start it back from the beginning because I want to talk about this. Start it back from the beginning.
Refresh the page.
Now let me set the context though. One Madam President did a video, and she put it was about Damon Dash interviews and Ben Shapiro's interviews and Breakfast Club's approach to each one. Let's listen to it.
Okay, so sometimes you have to ask yourself, why do you demean, dislike, and disrespect anything that looks like you? Well, you have to ask the Breakfast Club for sure, because Ben Shapiro gets on the Breakfast Club to explain how to debate productively across opposing views. Meanwhile, Dame Dash gets fact-checked, laughed at, and questioned about whether he's even a part of revolt. This is the psychological sickness that's eating Black culture alive. Ben Shapiro, a man who built his entire career on opposing Black interests, arguing against systemic racism, promoting policies that are against Black communities, he gets treated with deference and respect for his intellectual approach. But Dame Dash, who literally created Rockefeller Records, launched careers, preached Black ownership for decades, built billion-dollar brands from nothing, gets interrogated like everything he says is a lie. We give white voices credibility they never even earned, while fact-checking Black pioneers who actually built something. This is about a historical pattern. We've been doing this since Elvis stole from Black artists, since rock and roll got whitewashed, since jazz got repackaged for white consumption. Black culture creates, white culture profits. And somehow we end up respecting the thieves more than we respect the originators. Dame Dash represents Black ownership in an industry built on stealing from it. And instead of protecting him, we question his legitimacy while giving white voices platforms to explain why they deserve respect. I know you're going to say, well, Dame Dash, he said this and that. And I'm not here to negate that. But I want to say agreement is not a requirement for respect. And they've proved that with Shapiro. They disagreed with his politics, but respected his right to explain his position without interruption, without laughing, and without fact-checking. Dame Dash is a part of the historical side of hip-hop, no matter if we give him credit or not. But we teach Black people to question Black anything while accepting white authority as true. You got to remember those kids in the doll test, the ones who were asked, which doll is ugly? Which doll is dumb? And they pointed to the Black doll. Yeah, well, those kids grew up. They're adults now. They're voting. They're hiring. They're teaching. They're working at corporations and still pointing at the Black doll. Except now, the doll is you. I'm Madam President with a Z, and I'm 100% politically incorrect. And if you know this is to be true, comment true. I want you to be a part of my community.
Salute to one Madam President. I watch her
delivery was.
I watch a lot of her. She's really good. She's really good.
Black women.
What's your thoughts?
I think number one, I don't know. We talked about this in the beginning of the interview. I have a respect for Dame Dash, but I do think energy matters. And I think the energy he came in with y'all, the way he tried to set the tone in the room and this and that and the third, I think if he had done the same room setting, but didn't come off like he was trying to sun y'all or like y'all work for him, the mood would have been a little different. I think that was a big part of it. And I think Ben Shapiro in that interview, it was just, you didn't feel that. Like it was just
It's really that simple. Like, yes, of course, there's a lot of things I disagree with Ben Shapiro on, but Ben Shapiro didn't come in the room and call us stupid. Ben Shapiro didn't come in the room and call us gay. Ben Shapiro didn't come in the room and threaten to punch us in the face. Ben Shapiro didn't come in the room and call us federal informants. Ben Shapiro didn't come in the room and tell us our room ain't shit and it's dirty and we stuck in a coffin. Like, people are acting like we just caused Dame to act like that. No, Dame came in there on that type of time. The man called us stupid within 5-10 minutes after he asked us the question about the loan shit, the $180 million loan. That's because you're dumb. That's because you're stupid. I gave Dame a lot of grace and a lot of respect and a lot of reverence. You know what I'm saying? I let him get his shit off before I went there. Do you think Ben Shapiro would have ever did that and I would have just sat there and let Ben Shapiro get that shit off?
Nope.
No, I
What
don't
we
think.
talking about?
I don't think so,
And in a conversation with Ben Shapiro, the things that I've pushed back on, I wanted to push back on, we pushed back on, and we had conversations about it. And then guess what? 2 days later, Mehdi Hassan was in there, and Mehdi Hassan was in there smoking shit. And Mehdi Hassan wanted to reply to some of Shapiro's points. So my whole thing, when I see people do videos like that, it's like, it's kind of like you're just trying to create a narrative of Breakfast Club that don't really exist, because we have so many super duper respectful conversations of course, with black people. It's been 15 years. But the one Ben Shapiro comes on and we have a conversation with him. Once again, the things we want to push back on, we push back on. The things that, we might not be that well versed on, hey, okay, he said them. We listening. Just like when Mehdi Hassan comes on, I'm listening to Mehdi Hassan. Or when Jasmine Crockett comes on, I'm listening to Jasmine Crockett. If it's something that I personally am like, nah, I'm not with that, or nah, that don't sound right, I'm gonna call it out. But to compare Dame Dash to Ben Shapiro, you can't compare Dame Dash to nobody.
I was about to say too. I think the performance
Nobody.
factor is a little different. Like
a little.
a lot of different. But Ben Shapiro, I will say this: even though the tone is different, the energy is different, he know what the hell he be doing. Like, he know how to hit the points that get you. He know, even when he was talking to me about the abortion conversation, and he was sticking to his points, it was very like fact this, fact that, and asking questions. I'm like, I can't emotionally, because he was getting me a little bit. Because emotionally, as a woman, he knows how to talk to me about abortion in a way that like disarms me, but also pisses me off. So then I lose what I'm saying. It's the same thing.
It was just a religious aspect.
But that, your trigger points when you're in a room. Dame Dash is the same way. He just goes about his trigger points differently. He knew to bring up Rico or whatever, the real estate stuff when it came to Envy. He knew to bring up, or he tried to bring up money or like whatever with you, because you don't showcase anything. So he's assuming you don't have it because you don't.
No, he came at me with the gay.
And the gay, well, yeah.
Not knowing that I play gay all
you
day.
You be playing. No, that's why
I like playing. I like playing gay. I like gay games. Like, it's fun to me.
Oh, which ones you be playing?
It's just hilarious. Like, I gave Envy a mold of an ass. Like, you're not going to.
Have you ever did poppers?
What is a popper?
Okay, you ain't that gay.
The fuck is a popper?
It's like a little thing that, you take. The girls that get it. It's like a little thing you take. It's like a sexual thing, but it's in the community.
Why? Yeah, I don't.
If you get that far, call me before you start. Okay, I got some homies. I got some of my girls that can walk you through it if you get that far.
But
I think no. But my point is though that there's a very stark difference. But I don't want that to come off as, because that it can, when you say that can sound like, remember the lady that was interviewing Meg Thee Stallion? She was like, your music just makes me want to fight, and people were pissed off.
Yeah.
And it's like, what I believe she meant is the energy brings you up, but because Meg Thee Stallion's black, you take it as a disparaging thing. I'm not saying that because Dame Dash be rowdy, black men are rowdy and they deserve whatever, but there's a difference in the energy. And that would have happened if Ben Shapiro, or if there was a black talking head. Because Candace Owens, y'all didn't drag her like people wanted y'all to.
I'm not like, I like having conversation.
Yep.
And if we disagree in the conversation, then we're going to disagree, and we're going to have that conversation right then and there. But I like having conversations with people. I like having conversations with people that I don't agree with. I like having conversations with people who have totally different ideologies than me, because sometimes I hear things and I'm like, oh, okay. And I learn things, you know what I mean? Like, I have no problem doing that. And Dame posted this video. He posted that video of One Madam President. And I'm like, Dame, don't try to play victim. Because there's one thing that she said in there that she was like, well, I know y'all gonna say Dame said this and Dame said that, and we can't negate. I can't negate that. No, you can't.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the main thing.
Yeah,
but
if he would have came in with respect, you would have shown him respect.
I told him in the interview, I'm giving you the same respect that you're giving the room.
Yeah.
I said that to him.
It's the Dame Dash effect. I'm telling you, because I always am, like, when I reported the whole revolt thing, people right now are still in my comments like, you are tearing down a black man. This is Dame Dash. Do you understand what he did for culture? You wouldn't have a job at Breakfast Club. There wouldn't be black culture. There wouldn't like
not true.
all this stuff. Like, they are, when I say the Dame Dash bots is there.
That's not true.
But it's because there's still.
I'll say that about Russell Simmons before. I definitely would say that about somebody like Russell Simmons. Like,
there are people who believe that because of what Dame Dash was a part of back then and what he built back then, he deserves that. I'm gonna roll out the red carpet, OG, you do and say as you please. And because we're brought up that way in our household. You don't disrespect the elders and the people that, you don't do that. My grandma can be wrong. I wish I would be like,
it's different with grandma. Them. You ain't letting uncle do that to you.
Who not? Me? I can't say nothing to my uncle.
There come a point in time, you know, as a human that has a dick. Right?
Oh, you're not a man now.
Oh, see?
James done got you.
As a human who got
All
a
right,
dick,
all right.
you know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna let your father or your uncle. You gonna have a certain amount of respect, but yo, I'm a man too. At the end of the day, you know what I'm
I feel
saying?
it.
I'm gonna let you get to a certain point, but it's just like,
And I don't even think you have to take that approach. You know how you just said you wouldn't talk back to your uncle like that? You wouldn't also let your uncle disrespect you. So you would probably check out of the conversation before you say something back. He's not going to get up and walk out of his own interview. So he's going to address and give him the same energy that he's given it.
one Madam President, you know, you would not let nobody play with you like that.
Oh, the way she was.
Yeah, I know. That's
That's what I'm saying. Like, I watch your videos.
Is like, I'm like, well, I need to subscribe to her on TikTok because she could help me get my shit together.
And I
I'll be
understand.
like, did they big one? I'm looking at her, I'm like, damn, I'm illiterate. Like she's fire. Like she just flow.
And I understand what she's saying, but it's just like, yo, I think I'm pretty equal opportunity everything. I'm equal opportunity bullshit with people, and I'm equal opportunity respect with people.